Welcome back to your Monday through Friday 5-minute summary of everything Donald Trump said on Truth Social over the last 24 hours and how it relates to Elon Musk and technology. So today we're talking about the H1B visa, as Donald Trump recently talked about H1B and his feelings after raising a $100,000 fee on H1B applicants. Now this is important to technology because Elon Musk came here on an H1B visa, as well as the CEO of Google, Sundar Pichai. Now, this conversation started when Vivek Ramaswamy in December 2024 posted this, saying that the reason top tech companies often hire foreign-born and first-generation engineers over Native Americans isn't because of an innate American IQ deficit. He says that a key part of it comes down to the C word, culture. And he says in order to fix the problem with the H1B visa, we have to confront the truth. He says our American culture has venerated mediocrity over excellence for way too long. And he says it doesn't start in college, it starts young, citing examples of a culture that celebrates the prom queen over the math Olympiad and the jock over the valedictorian. And he says this culture will not produce the best engineers. Now, this got a lot of pushback at the time and even gets pushback to this day. For example, this post from earlier today says Vivek Ramaswamy pushes nation-killing mass legal immigration. The anti-worker H-1B visa scam is a corrosive ideology of multiculturalism. It kills jobs and sovereignty in favor of open borders and free trade. Now, since then, the Trump administration has signed a proclamation declaring new $100,000 fees for H-1B visa applicants, as well as higher wage standards and increased scrutiny on these companies. Total, the Trump's State Department has revoked over 80,000 non-immigrant visas since January. And this response by Roanoke highlights some certain Trump supporters' feelings towards this program. He calls to revoke all H-1B visas, saying that Trump has given us nothing in return, and the people that supported Trump voted for American jobs going to Americans, saying that you can't be America first if you don't put Americans first. However, in a recent interview with Laura Ingraham, Trump said that the United States doesn't have people with certain talents to fill jobs domestically. And here's a clip of that taking place.
H-1B visa thing will not be a big priority for your administration, because if you want to raise wages for American workers, you can't flood the country with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of foreign workers.
You also do have to bring in talent. When
we have plenty of talented people here.
No, you don't.
We don't have talented people here?
No, you don't have certain talents, and people have to learn. You can't take people off an unemployment line and say, I'm going to put you into a factory where we're going to make missiles. They had people from South Korea that made batteries all their lives. You know, making batteries are very complicated. It's not an easy thing. It's very dangerous. A lot of explosions, a lot of problems. They had like 500 or 600 people, early stages, to make batteries and to teach people how to do it. Well, they wanted them to get out of the country. You're going to need that, Laura. I mean, I know you and I disagree on this. You can't just say a country's coming in, going to invest $10 billion to build a plant, and going to take people off an unemployment line who haven't worked in 5 years, and they're going to start making missiles. It doesn't work that way.
Now, this line, Americans don't have certain talents, supposedly broke Americans' hearts. However, is this true? Apparently, approximately 141,000 engineering bachelor degrees are awarded yearly, with mechanical engineering comprising the largest share. However, only about 30% of graduates enter, and roughly 15% of open roles are filled by new talent, which is a projected shortfall of college-educated workers, and demand outpaces supply in high-tech subfields, indicating shortages in specialized areas like AI and software, driving reliance on visas. So, how does this relate to Elon Musk and his companies? Apparently, Tesla employs 742 H-1B applicants, which makes them the 16th among top employers in this program. His other companies, such as XAI and Neuralink, don't have many H-1B applicants. However, SpaceX does have some, although this is low. But again, Musk himself entered the US on an H-1B visa in the 1990s. So what do you guys think? Is the H-1B program necessary and legitimate? Or are the critiques of the H-1B program worth making it inaccessible for those outside the country? How do you think reducing the H-1B program would affect technology and Elon Musk? I'd be interested to hear your guys' opinion in the comment section below. As always, if you want early access to any of these videos on this channel, consider joining it as a member. And I am out.